Benjamin Franklin Bridge and the high rises of Center City here in Philadelphia. We've got Miami and Philadelphia. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you the NBA live on 2K Sports, along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Well, there's really nothing he can't do on a basketball court. Offensively, I think LeBron's signature skill is his great playmaking ability, along with, of course, his athleticism. That's what really sets him apart.
And Steve, over his career, he's made significant improvements defensively. Awareness, combined with that athleticism and activity, the size that he has, the speed. I mean, he may be the fastest guy in the league. He's able to jump in the passing lanes and chase down shooters at a rapid rate of speed. Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
Now, here's Chalmers. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Hey, last season, Chalmers missed a game-winning shot. That happens to a lot of guys in this league, but what he did the next game is of note. He made 10 threes, and arguably his best game ever, as he set a Miami Heat team record for makes beyond the arc.
And so Chalmers nails both of them. And Mario Chalmers grew up in Alaska. Not too many NBA players hailing from up there, taken with the 34th pick back in 08.
He's played his entire career with the Heat, and really it was a perfect situation for him when LeBron arrived, because he's a kind of a combo guard. He plays the point, but he's an excellent spot-up shooter, so he can play off of LeBron and Wade quite well. Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Wade drives in. Haslam the pass to Wade. That is good.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
Miami on defense. 4-point game. And there's the feed to Young. Turner against James, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. And it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Now, here is Young. He kicks it to Carter Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young dishes to Noel. It's stolen by Haslam. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Richardson. Kicks it to Wade. Pass to James. From the baseline. And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by James.
It is so hard to contain it. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. And Young kicks to Turner. Young, a screen on James. And it's Turner off the drive. Young passes to Turner. And he gets it to go. Turner's got his second basket of the game. defense, Philadelphia, trailing by 2. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. Wade on the wing. 5 on the clock. Fades back. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. LeBron against Turner. Inside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. 13 feet away. And the basket by Chalmers. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Carter Williams off the pick from Young. Carter Williams kicks to Noel. Turner up top. Covered by LeBron. Richardson for 3, and that one's good. Richardson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
LeBron against Turner. James dishes to Wade. Pass to Haslam. Back to Wade. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Richardson. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson to the right side. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Young, here we go. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
James kicks to Wade. He feeds it to Chalmers. A three-pointer off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And they take the lead. And that's now 6 points for Evan Turner.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Mattier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Allen's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. .103 left to play here in the first. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And White kicks to Anderson. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat with the lead. It's Allen on the wing, covered by Moultrie. Over to the wing. Cole dishes to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
They had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Here's Cole. Clock at 4. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Hawes. Out to White. Here's Carter Williams. 1 second left. And the shot is long. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat. They lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Royce White is out there with Arnett Moultrie. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's James Anderson. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here's Anderson for 3. And here's Miami.
You know, every great player needs someone to push them to be better. LeBron said last year that, that's what Kevin Durant does with him. And I think he works as hard as he does, knowing that Durant is coming to try to take his spot as the best player in the league.
And going back to LeBron for the time being, he's solidified Clark is standing. I think everyone would agree is the best player in the NBA.
Well, how about 4 league MVP trophies to his credit? One of only 5 players in league history to win that many. One of only a few players to be both MVP of the league and MVP of the finals in the same year.
Wow.
So, enough said. Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
Now here's Anderson, a 3-ball. Second shot opportunity, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James. The 76ers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
He misses the free throw. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post. Steve, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection, too. He shoots fewer three-pointers, but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
And he's good on the second.
No denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the dish to Hawes. Wade against Anderson. From deep, Richardson. That drops. Richardson's got 6. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Cole, the pass to Wade, to the inside. Battier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And the Heat lead by 1. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Anderson kicks to Turner. Miami grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And the foul called on Royce White. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
And some changes here for the Heat. Haslam comes in for Shane Battier. And it's Chalmers in for Cole. Here's Chalmers. Puts it up off the inbound. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
You know, people look at Mario Chalmers and say he might not be your typical point guard. He's not a big-time penetrator or playmaker, but he's a good fit for the Heat with his active defense and spot-up shooting from long range. I think it's a hand-in-glove fit, actually.
The free throw drops for Chalmers. And Chalmers, a three-time All-American and NCAA champion his junior season at Kansas, received the Most Outstanding Player Award for that 2008 tournament.
Hit what was probably the biggest shot in Kansas history, the three-pointer that sent that game against Memphis into overtime that allowed the Jayhawks to go on and win that national championship.
And so Chalmers nails both of them.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, guys. Well, LeBron James' game is so well-rounded, you might forget that he led the league in scoring back in 2008. He said, I've done that before. I'm capable of doing it, but that's not my job here. My job is to do a lot of everything, rebounding, passing, and defending. Guys, his versatility and completeness as a basketball player is what makes him so incredible to watch.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Now here's Turner after Dwayne Wade's miss. Richardson dishes to Young, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a three-point Philadelphia lead.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Timeout called, the Heat. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker.